All right, how'd you guys do today? Type in the chat. Let me know what tickets you want to go over.
So we got Twilio, Square, Netflix, Tesla, Etsy. Netflix, is this possible bottom? That's what
I have no idea. Let's do Netflix first. It's a fun one.
I was just trying to
Netflix, yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at 1 hour charts.
All right, cool. So before Netflix dumped, the bottom was 528.5. Christ. This is great. All right. So thankfully we've gotten some very nice targets right here. So this could be a great line. Yeah, you read my mind. That's a good line to watch for Netflix. So you can grab calls with that level. Anything below 488 with volume, we will see this level easily. So chart that. And anywhere between those two lines can be your next levels to watch, right? This is a very, very big key level to watch, especially down here, but I doubt we're going to see that. So just beware of levels on the downside. It still does have a gap to fill on the downtrend, but it is oversold, obviously. So in the morning, I'll be looking for it, depending on how pre-market shapes up. Let's say we hold 495 or something like that in the morning. I'm looking for a bounce off 488, and we can grab calls and take profits at 495 and 500. So personally, I wouldn't try to play this at the bell, but if you guys want to put some risk on, you guys can play Netflix calls at the bell if we bounce off the appropriate levels. If we keep flushing, just leave it alone because you don't really know where the bottom is. So don't try and chase it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to fill its gap. So just don't get caught chasing it, please. Yeah, if you guys have puts, get rid of them early. IV crush will kill you, right? So if you guys grab Netflix puts and they're anything below like a 480 strike, I would cut them as soon as possible. You actually might be red on those puts because IV crush will eat those premiums. So just be aware of that. All right, let's do PayPal.
Yep.
All right, anyone holding PayPal? I'm not really sure why. We gave multiple chances to cut PayPal live. So if you guys have our call with PayPal, what you should have done was sold at one of these spikes here, like we learned on voice chat, and picked it up again at a cheaper premium. But we're looking for PayPal to hold once again 202.5 in the morning. If we dump below 200.5, we will see this level again. So watch out for that. Above 205.5 for calls, PayPal. I want to clear that wick right there. Target will be 206, and next target is 207. You might want to take profits at 206.5 just to be safe, right? I'm still not too convinced about this market being in a solid uptrend. Just watch out for that.
I'm gonna check longer time frame real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a bit of a squeeze right now. It's gonna keep. Yeah, I think PayPal's gonna keep squeezing until earnings. Most likely, it's gonna break up. It's gonna break out in the uptrend. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, you don't want to be the wrong side of this, right? So just try and catch us on a red day and ride it up to a green day, right? PayPal isn't really moving on its own; it's just moving with the market. So whatever the market does, PayPal will follow. As far as contracts, I like 205s a lot for this week if you can get it in a good time. And 210s for 1030 is a great contract. I think they announced in November. If I'm wrong, please put it in the chat so everyone else can know. But yeah. Just keep selling it and buying at a cheaper premium. Rinse and repeat. Don't bag hold it. Don't bag hold one contract for a couple weeks, right? All right. Let's do Apple. Oh, you Square? We're gonna Square. Let's do Square real quick. All right. Square is forming a triangle, right? So
Yeah. My bad.
all right. All right. So if you guys draw that on your chart with that trend line to squeeze, I guess in the next 2 or 3 days, this might come together. So we'll see how it breaks out, right? I'm very bullish on Square. Keep in mind that Square did invest a lot of money in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin did hit $12,000 for the first time in a while today. So just watch out for that. You know, if Bitcoin is up, Square should be making big profits, right? So we can expect Square to skyrocket if Bitcoin continues its uptrend. Short term, we are at the bottom of our trend line, right? So I'm looking for Square to once again hold 185.5 at the very least pre-market. Same thing, grab calls above 188.5, right? Calls above that line, ride it up to 191. That tends to be a good play at the bell. If you guys want to be safer, you guys can take profits once you start getting up to here. Don't bag hold, right? If anything, you can re-enter above 190 and scalp it up to these prior highs, right? Yeah, on the downside, grab puts. Anything below 185 will give us these levels again, right? So anything in that area, still get caught in that. Yeah, let's move on. Look at Apple. All right, Apple's weird today, right? Apple kind of moves by a lot today. So Apple above 117.6 today was a play that we discussed on live trading. If you guys were there, you guys would have caught above 117.6, right? That was a very easy breakout to play right there. So we did scalp Apple puts on the way down here. I think we missed this one. We were scalping SPY at the time. But going forward, if we are in a bear market, look for Apple to bounce off this level. It's a very beautiful gap fill on the way down. If we can cross 118.25, we will see 118.75 again, right? Let's look for anything. Start taking profits around there if we can clear up this key level up here, right? So my target on Apple. On the downside, you guys can short Apple below 117.25 all the way down to below 117 area. Let's see. Anything below 115.75 will give us bad numbers. You got to zoom out to see that. If you go on a 15-minute, maybe. We might find those levels.
Oh, I zoned out. Hold on. What'd you say?
No, I was saying check out the 15-minute on Apple or
Okay.
30 minutes. Yeah, hours fine. Whatever it is. Yeah, anything below this level, right? Damn. All right. We will see 115 again, right? So anything below 115.75 will give us 115. So watch out for that. If Apple's chopping around, just avoid it and find other stocks to play, right? Apple doesn't move very quickly anymore. That breakout above 116.6 was good, but Apple just dumping all of it. It just loves to dump. It's not really a great stock right now as it once was. All right, let's move on. Let's check out PTON. All right, so I played the first double top on PTON for you guys. Here we get time tip. All right, so go on the 5-minute real quick. Thank you. All right. So I played this double top right here. I played that first one. Props could have been taken there. And I did have you guys stay in because Piton was overbought for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. So I do expect to see some more downside. Right now, these contracts are profitable, right? I think I told you guys to get 133 puts, so we are in the money. So what we want to see is we want to see PTON cross below 131 and possibly retrace that line right there, and that'll be our final target. But if we are in a bull market, we can start cutting these above 133 at basically a break-even price. But these contracts are up right now. So if you guys didn't get faked out on that little pump right there, you guys should be very happy with your profits, right? Take profits when you see fit, right? Going forward, it needs to hold 131 to remain bullish, right? If it breaks down 131, then we will see this line, then that line there. So it's possible we bounce off 129. That was a prior level of support. So watch out for that as well. All right. What else? PayPal, Apple, Peloton, Disney. Oh yes, that's yeah, I missed that. Good job on that. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I personally think it's gonna break out, right? It's very, very bearish, right? Inverse cup and handle. It doesn't look very good right now. If we break below 131, that's a key level to watch. Set your alerts right now. 131 on PTON. It's a great level to short it.
And my fault there.
Yeah. All right. Let's check out Disney.
Bearish.
Yeah, Disney's being kind of weird. I wouldn't play this stock. I mean, I'm always bullish on Disney, but I always advise to go far, far out. I mean, far, far out with expiration dates. So we're sitting at 125 right now. You guys can grab. If we open below 125, you guys can grab 125 calls for November 20th, probably. I mean, personally, I'm not going to be holding things through the election, but if you guys want to collect premium and have beta on your side, at least from the beginning, I would grab far Disney calls, right? You have November 20th, the 130 calls. Yeah, that should be good depending on when you got it, right? So if you bought them like up here, then obviously you're in red right now. But if you played any of the gaps, you should be in profit. So, yeah. Disney might go down for the California theme park deals, maybe. You know, the park hasn't been open for the longest time, and Disney has pushed more of the revenue into streaming. So I'm not really sure how much that will affect the stock. You know, Disney is a massive company, and just remember they don't make most of their money from the park. So,
You see the news that he came out?
you know, yeah, always large cap companies, don't bet on a stock tanking, right? They're not going to go bankrupt. Disney has so much liquidity. Even things like Star Wars and Mandalorian, all that stuff, you know. They own all that stuff. Lots of licensing deals. Chart wise, looks very bullish right here. You know, a break below this line will easily give us this line and then that level down here. But a break above will fill this first gap, then fill that gap, and up there, and then up there. So set your alerts on Disney. But it will be a slow mover. All right, let's check out Twilio. All right, reason we call Twilio, it was massively oversold in the morning. Let's check out, let me see. Here, has a gap to fill up. Right there.
Yeah, it's a 4 hour.
And test that level again. It's all-time highs. We won't see all-time highs unless they crush earnings, like absolutely destroy earnings. So we'll see what happens. They have earnings on Monday. I don't know. All right. Yeah, so Twilio took a dump in the morning. This was before all that SPY dumping. So this is oversold right here. And the SPY dumped again, which caused that reaction. It never fully recovered. So I did tell you guys to get in Twilio puts around here by consolidation. I personally set a live chat to wait until the end of the day in case we saw more dumping. So I think I got in right here for Twilio calls. We have 315s or 325s, depending on, or 320s. I told you guys all different things, right? They're all great contracts, depending on when you got in. But my plan for Twilio, I want to hold 310 pre-market, right? 315 was honestly the bottom of Twilio until it broke down when SPY was flushing because of the Pelosi news. So I want this gap to be filled first. If we break below 307 tomorrow, then just get rid of it. It'll be dead. But I do think we will see 315 and it will continue to fill its gap. It is a fast mover at the bell, similar to Roku and beyond. So if you see profit, just take profits, right? Don't bag hold Twilio. It will dump on you. But the gap is filled. So you guys can clearly see that. And this was oversold. So if we do come back up here before market opens, then assume this line to be the bottom, that 312.5 line or whatever that is. Profit taking targets are around here. It's a great level to watch. Yeah, you definitely don't want to hold it past like 324.5. You're just gambling at that point. All right, cool.
Tesla.
Tesla. I don't know why you guys are still playing Tesla. All right, so you guys are playing Tesla, right? We did say the bottom was 420. So the gap, similar to Twilio, the gap was filled here. So again, we need to pass that level, that 425 level pre-market for me to remain bullish on Tesla. Will it run into earnings? I don't know. I think Tesla will beat earnings, but I'm not sure how the stock will react. And I don't want you guys to get burnt up with your premiums. IV Crush will affect Tesla the most because of how jacked the premiums already are. The implied volatility is always there. I wouldn't, I wouldn't back with Tesla. I wouldn't play Tesla right now, honestly. Wait until after earnings. The stock will find more, it'll be less volatile. You'll find easier levels that way. If you guys do want to gamble though, I would say grab 450s if you can afford it, or 440s. Anything further up than that, you're just gonna get crushed by IV. It's not worth it. Find it for stocks. Tesla can make you rich, but it can also make you homeless. So
Go home or go broke.
exactly. Tesla, Disney, Twilio. What else? GIS. What is GIS?
Fuck.
Oh, General Mills. I should know that. General Mills. I don't play General Mills. I think we have a small account play on that. Stock looks bearish if we break below 60.75, honestly. So if you guys are in calls, any long-term calls, I would start cutting it if we cannot bounce here. All right, so. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little zone right there, if you break below it, that's your stop loss on any contracts you have. So set your alert. It's a slow moving stock, mega cap company. You know, I'm not worried about this long term. I would rather buy equity. I would never play options in this, but if you do have a small account, this is a great play long term. 61 calls or maybe 62 calls, 2 or 3 months out looks fantastic right now. Just word of advice, I would sell these before the election. I just don't think it's wise to hold anything through the uncertainty that is yet to come in the market. So take profits early. All right, next, Neo. You can do that.
Good talk.
I saw Nia around in the morning. Let's see. Yeah, I did break high of the day. So once again, watch this level. I already drew it. Yeah, 28.1 is a great level to watch. First target's obviously here. Next target is pre-market highs. And yeah, these lines.
My
Let me
bad.
see. No, you're good. Anything between here is when you start to take profits, right? So don't wait until the very top. It might not get there, especially in a red market, right? So once you start entering this supply zone here, you don't want a bag hold. Just take profits. Of course, all-time highs will serve as resistance on Neo. So definitely wait for 29.5 to break before you do get into Neo calls. They have earnings soon-ish. I don't know when, but I don't know too much on this company, to be honest with you. And it's not really giving us clear levels to short it. So I'd stay away right now. If you believe in the company, buy equity. As far as option goes, just try and scalp morning runs. But if you think you should sell, you should probably sell. So don't bag hold. Just don't bag hold. Bullish, bearish, and neutral. Right now, Neo looks very bullish, especially if we can form a retest of that 28 level. We got to see. But once we do break below 27.48 on my chart, then it's going to be neutral. It looks like it's a filled gap in Tesla's level. So watch for a gap fill down to here. But as of right now, it's bullish in my opinion. All right, what's next? Is that it?
Helion.
Helion? I don't think is anyone here playing Helion? I don't think so. It's all-time lows. It's pathetic. Yeah, my stock is gone.
Oh, this still looks ugly.
Stay away. Look for a bounce off that level, but
Yeah.
good one to watch. But I mean, it's no point. Until the stock has a catalyst, stay away from it. AMC, same thing, right? There's mixed reports. Fact of the matter is, all these businesses have no money, and if COVID has a second wave, then a lot of these theaters will go bankrupt. AMC said they're going to go bankrupt. Then someone else said it was a rumor. Then they came back and said that they need to liquidate things and they're trying to sell assets to try and cover their debt. So, don't play these stocks for options. You're better off buying equity if you really believe in it. I mean, yes, you can catch these runs, but technicals don't really matter at this point anymore. If the company is dead, it's dead. So don't try and, you're just trying to squeeze money out of a dead stock. There's better plays. All right. Any more questions or any more stocks? If you have 4 strike calls, you're basically betting that we're going to get stimulus. Because if not, it's not happening on AMC. Gilead,
Is that all-time lows?
a little oversold.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's an overreaction in SPY. I would say if it's not to break, yeah, exactly. First target, second target, final target if you want to grab calls. There has to be, yeah. So I think here, start taking profits as you get to the upper area of this little line. That's prior supply zone, right? You don't want to wait for it to hit there. It might not get there. So the bottom of this candle, it's a great line to watch, right? Yeah, this stock is a long way to go. So many targets right there, here, here. here, here, and there.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, they have that drug, remdesivir, whatever it is. Um, you know, yeah, I don't play pharmaceuticals anymore. So, all right, guys, any more stocks you want to see before I get off this? Yeah, I mean, today was a pretty slow day. I mean, we just got SPY puts. If you guys were on live trade, you would have made at least $500. If you just bought one contract at a time with SPY puts, we caught more or less every single drop. So, hope you guys were there for that. If not, there should be a bit more alerts tomorrow. You know, today was slow because Pelosi was speaking. We didn't want to risk your accounts, right? This is BA. Yeah, if BA breaks out of his triangle, this level is very, very, very possible. In an uptrend, we might see. Nah, it's all noise right now. Wait for 170 to break and scalp it up to here. I do that all the time. Anything above 171.5 will give us 173. But we got to see how it moves. If there is good stimulus news and it does break out, then ride the trend, but be aware of these wicks, right? These wicks give you prime areas to take profits. So please do not bag hold BA. BA is the king of false breakouts. If it breaks out on a downtrend, you're better off bag holding a put on BA than you are bag holding calls. TTM squeeze is ready to go. I can't tell which way it's going yet. It's a lot of yellows and reds, and the red dots are forming. So that's a pretty long. Yeah, it's ready to go somewhere. Yeah, Jackson says BA Wednesday is BA day. We'll see if that holds true tomorrow. All right, ACB, is that Aurora Cannabis? I don't play election stocks, but if you guys are in AC, chart looks good so far. I mean, as long as we don't break below 4.43. I mean, it is a double top, so anything below there, you can short it down to here, to $4. If you guys are holding calls, it needs to hold 4.43. Definitely. It needs to hold that level pre-market, or at least in the beginning of the day. If we do cross 4.7, start taking profits, right? Next target to watch is not here, but the bottom of this prior support line, right? So hopefully that lines up with. All right, so yeah, anything above 4.7, scalp to 4.78. If you guys have long calls for ACB and you want to swing it, this will pop if Biden wins. So watch out for that. But I'm personally never going to play the stock. You know, it looks a little bearish. Pull that level, a little inverse cup and handle or double top, however you want to see it. So below there, short it down to here. Maybe even here for a safer exit. All right. Yeah. December 18th, expiry on ACB. If you're holding it, you're betting on a Biden victory. That's all I can tell you. All right, guys. If you guys have no more questions, I'll be getting off this. All right. So if you have a question, ask it now. I'll stay here for about 30 more seconds. Otherwise,
no questions.
all right. I guess you guys are good. Again, if you guys have Netflix puts, please get rid of them at the bell. IV Crush will destroy those premiums. It doesn't matter if you're even in the money. How does my family celebrate BA Day? If we win, we go out to dinner. That's what we do. All right, let's see. Is this futures?
Yeah.
All right. I actually bought a couple puts on the QQQ at close. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We gapped up, so
Fees are up, yeah. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, don't get stuck watching these overnight, right? Futures are gonna do what futures are gonna do. You can't control it, and we'll just see how they are pre-market. You guys can check Market Watch for the economic calendar if you want to find things. If futures do break this level, we are screwed. Well, your calls are screwed at least. Yeah, we gotta see what happens. Looks okay for now. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me right now. These candles are pretty neutral. So I think we might retrace a little overbought right here. We might retrace and test that level again, but I mean, again, it's just speculation right now. We can't predict futures, just play it accordingly. All right, guys. I'll see you pre-market. Have a good night.
all right, bye guys.
All right.